It's July 4th, 2014. I'm in Sturgeon Lake, Minnesota, a small kind of rural town, about an hour and a half north of the Twin Cities area. Pulled off the side of the road to look at some old vehicles. Maybe somebody might find kind of interesting. This is an old bus. It says 1982 World's Fair. I'm really kind of doubtful. I don't know. I kind of think that this has got to be older than a 1982 personally, but I could be wrong. It looks kind of 70-ish to me. If anybody has any thoughts or, well, here, look at this. Well, no, it doesn't really tell us much, but shot of the inside here. Don't know how much this camera picks up. It's not all that clear. But she's an old girl. Down the old cargo area. Nothing under there, just a bunch of junk. Look around back. And that's pretty much what you got. Now behind me here, this is kind of interesting. This is definitely, obviously a collector. This is an old Ford Thunderbird. Somebody out there might know the year. As you can see, the elements have taken their toll on the paint and the top. But I noticed here it has, I guess what you call suicide rear doors. If I were to open that, which I'm not going to touch it because I know I'm being watched right now. Now what's interesting is you see the exterior. If you can tell, what kind of shape it's in. Then I looked in here already, and the interior is like mint. Looks all original. There are like no tears. There's nothing at all wrong with the inside to speak of. It's just like in perfect shape in there, which is quite interesting. It doesn't look like it's been restored. It looks original, so I don't know what to say about that. But very interesting. Sorry about the wind. There you have it. Got a few more to look at over here. Well, here on the right, I know enough to be able to tell you this is an old Chevy, and it's got a 1971 plate on it. Obviously, gotta be, I imagine, it's gotta be a late 40s or 50s something, somewhere. Somebody out there might know, but I'll tell you what, the inside looks like hell in there. Obviously, the elements have been coming inside, and the windows and doors clearly leak, and it's water has been getting inside and doing a number on everything. Back seat doesn't look so bad, but don't see a model anywhere on this one. And then, I don't know, if it had a sibling, this might be its brother. This has a newer plate on it, 1983. This is also a Chevy. And I'm not going to try to mess around getting too close to this one, I don't think, but the inside looks pretty bad on this one too. But I tell you, you know, the way they made cars back then with these great big visors, it almost looks like it would have been hard to see out of the windshield. And look at those tiny little wipers. And this looks like it had a little spotlight or something. It's kind of interesting. And then this is just an old International truck. Not too terribly interesting to me anyway. And then there's some other rather interesting old items around here, but I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to venture beyond this fence or not. But way out in that field, my zoom isn't real great, but way out right there is an old bus that it's an old Bluebird bus that would be interesting to look at too, but I'm just not sure if I'm supposed to be out there. I could be walking directly onto somebody's property and get myself locked up in this little town. That might not be too pleasant. So I'm going to call it. Thanks for watching.